Hi Aries, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your monthly money and career tarot reading for the month of August 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. Do keep in mind this is general for your month, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. But as well, thank you in advance for liking, commenting, and of course subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already. And yeah, we're gonna jump right into it and pull from the pull some money and career messages. Bear with me, and then we'll further speak upon your month with the gold foil tarot. All right, and then finish up with some small messages. Let's do some shuffling. Time to get it done is what I'm getting. Time to get it done for Aries for August money and career. For Aries. Here we have award as well as coffin coming out. So definitely the potential for some Aries drawn to this reading to win money in the month of August. So I feel as if they're trying to communicate with you that luck is on your side, okay? There's a champion vibe about you, all right? Winning at all costs is now what I'm getting. Payoff for effort. I was drawn to the word payoff, and I feel like you could be pushed to or feel inclined to pay off some debt, feeling you have the extra income, the extra savings to do so, wanting to improve your credit for some. But I also feel like you're being pushed to recognize others' successes, not in comparison to yours, but just to pay it forward in a sense, all out of, not out of respect, but for the sake of good karma as well. But you're being recognized in a lot of ways throughout the month of August, all right? Being pushed towards a level of advancement, people motivating you while you motivate them more so as a leader, okay? It does feel like for some of you, you're put in the spotlight. If you desire fame, it feels like you're acquiring at least part of that throughout the month, all right, in one way, shape, or form. But we also have coffin, talking about bad investment. And I feel like for some of you, you might be contemplating on something as far as investing goes that isn't in your best interest. And Spirit might advise you to hold back. I'm hearing it will make you nervous. But I also feel like for some Aries drawn to this reading, you're pushed to reflect on a past bad financial investment, something that costed a lot of money, ended up in a bit of loss or setback in one way, shape, or form. But I do feel like there's a focus on some of you going through certain financial challenges here and there. But I do feel like money is flowing in quite nicely throughout the month of August, all right? Secret stash. I feel like some people look in on your situation and think you're not doing as well as you are, while others think you're doing better than you are, and it's somewhere in the middle, okay? I do feel like you are, you could be finding money randomly, money that you either hid away or rediscovering, or you just, yeah, I just feel like you could be doing some cleaning up and finding money. You could be discovering random amounts of money plopping into your bank account, money owed to you in one way, shape, or form. But either way, let's pull one more before we move on to the tarot. You're a professional, but also very personable, relatable. It feels like your ability to adapt throughout the month of August is going to come in handy in a lot of ways. Yeah, the money flow is quite relevant for your month. The gears in your mind will be turning. I do feel like you're able to come up with solutions at the snap of your own fingers, or even others for that matter. And you're able to just, in a very balanced way, put in the hard work necessary, some of which drawn to this reading are putting in too much work, but feeling as if it's a nice distraction or just wanting to stay busy, okay, for one reason or another. But it feels like you're putting plans into motion. It could be for a new move of residence, new financial investment like a car or something of the sort. It could be for a new job or just to upgrade your business. Some of which drawn to this reading are about to get a business started, right? Putting that idea to use. I'm hearing congratulations. Congratulations. Don't be surprised as I see a gift box, excuse me, if people decide to gift you throughout the month of August, or even you feel inclined to gift others due to a celebration of some sort. Anyways, being noticed is now what I'm hearing. Your ambition being quite on fire, relevant. That came up in Leo's reading as well. But I do feel like you're taking action, you're hustling, making money, manifesting it all the meanwhile. Do tread carefully as to what you focus on, think about, desire, even get frustrated with because you're manifesting quite easily at this time. Listen to what we have to say is what's coming through as well as I touch my ear. Spirit will be speaking to you quite clearly, even if that's simply through your thoughts and whatnot. But I do feel like through synchronicities, angel numbers, stuff of that nature. Management, taking a focus, your leadership once again. You may also be thinking about a past job ending, or you may be prepping for a job that is meant to be wrapped up with a bow, and they're saying sayonara or good riddance, right? It may be a bittersweet ending for some, but it feels like something that doesn't need to or shouldn't last long term, all right? High ranking, it feels like your business is taking a high ranking status. It's moving in the right direction, or you could just be viewed in a high regard, being on a high rank when it comes to your job, all right? It does feel like for some of you drawn to this reading, you have athletic abilities. Let's pull some tarot. What do we have for Aries to continue? Coming over the Page of Wands, I feel like you are learning more about a passionate fresh start. You're gaining money in regards to a beginning. I feel like if you stumble upon or win money throughout the month of August, it's Spirit reminding you that you are deserving of this money for your future, for what lies ahead. It's not to be frivolous, to overspend, to blow your money, right? They're saying to spend it in one night out. But I do feel like you're just meant to recognize that you're seeing a fresh start for you begin, okay? To save for rainy days in the future, or for just a time when you decide to put in less effort due to being overworked. I am looking closely at this image, and you can see the circle vibration. As I said that weird, I feel like you're vibrating throughout the month. You're energetic, okay? Your energy is contagious in certain ways, and forewarning in others, all right? You may be warning other people not to mess with you, or just to do their job right. You may even be predictive in nature is now what I'm hearing. Okay, empaths, listen up is what I'm hearing. Your energy is at risk. It could be people you work with, people you live with. I just feel like even source is what I'm hearing. But I do feel like you're pushed to recognize that you're manifesting a ton at this time. All right, you're a manifesting machine. The possibilities are endless for you at this time, but I get the feeling that you don't fully believe that or at all. All right, have fun is now what I'm getting, right? You may find it hard, throughout the month of August at times to enjoy oneself, to leap into new opportunities, connections, money-making chances with a light heart, right? It may feel like you are manifesting a lot of this time, but it does feel like your emotions are quite relevant, present. Another page coming out, okay? Okay, a lot of people will get what you're going through, even if you don't think so. But I do feel like there's just this very independent vibe about you. I got it going on, I know what I'm doing, right? Just let me do my job, or just I'm gonna run my business the way I run it. There are gonna be very happy moments for you throughout the month. You're very powerful in the way you speak, discern, the way you try to assist, or just make sure things are in order, okay? Again, a very management leadership vibe about you. But I do feel like there's a push to recognize, when are you happiest throughout the month? When you're making money, when it comes to certain financial investments, or even just in general, right? That's what needs to be more present within your situation. I get not always feeling as if that's in your control, having obligations and whatnot, but you do have somewhat of a say in how things do unravel moving forward. Of course, destiny and whatnot coming into play. They're saying, and us being spirit, but I do feel like an ending is being manifested at this time for the sake of your happiness, okay? More sun in your future. You will be pushed to reflect on your childhood and your jobs up until this point. A reminder that everything is happening for a reason, but all of these skill sets, experiences that you've acquired along the way up until this point are coming in handy for a business, a project, a job, or a hobby, something of the sort. Okay, it reminds you that nothing is a waste. Very interesting. On the opposite end of the reading, we have the Moon card. Okay, very to oneself in certain ways, except when need be to interact, to motivate, to get your voice out there, to just get the job done if it does entail interactions. But I also feel like, again, there are certain emotions that need to be recognized as you're reaching for the independence, reaching for change for some, and making money all the meanwhile quite efficiently. Why are you losing your breath? Why do you get easily frustrated at times? And why are certain emotions floating to the surface? Because for some, you need to, prevent the worst. You need to allow for oneself to heal what's what's unhealed, excuse me, or what makes you nervous before a new beginning. All right. And I do feel like the Empress here talking about you tapping into your motherly nature at certain points. Okay, needing to be one with nature as well. But I do feel like you will find that this assists you with being the leader that you're meant to be, okay? Running your business will feel so natural in the month of August, to the point where you just inspire, make money, and see growth, progress all the meanwhile. Profit is the word I'm getting. But I do also feel like you need to watch your money, because there could be more going out than coming in at certain points. But I do sense that you, if say you work a day-to-day job, it could be multiple opportunities for some drawn to this reading. Your caring nature is going to come into play. It's like that balance between that and your feisty sort of let's get it done way of being, all right? Balance is key for you. The Three of Wands, all right? And I do feel like because you're manifesting quite nicely, because you're taking charge and expecting victory in certain ways, there's a need to just at times wait and watch those ships come in for oneself, okay? I'm counting up these ships: 1, 2, 3. 3 changes in the future. There could be 3 people as well that have your back when it comes to work. Not when it comes to your money, but when it comes to the work that's being produced at this time. If you're interviewing in the month of August, you are so damn successful, maybe even intimidating the other individual or multiple to a certain extent. But I just feel as if you're, okay, they're saying hammer away, putting in the hard work, doing what's necessary to see a change. You will find that working for the most part makes you happy, okay? Even when there are frustrations, difficulties, small obstacles to overcome, the month isn't going to be perfect, but it feels quite successful. It feels like you use work in certain ways to prevent or just to ignore what's going on outside of it, right? Don't take that offensively. But I feel as if it does make you happy. Making money makes you happy, right? Proving people wrong makes you happy at certain other points. I just feel like you're riding your way to victory, to freedom for some, okay? The Ace of Swords talking about a new beginning for oneself. If you feel as if your job or financial investment is not changing up for oneself, just it feels like a fresh beginning within an existing situation. But apply it to your specific life, as I do feel there's a fresh start regardless, okay? Will help you, but you need to listen to the advice, the guidance at this time, as I do feel like you're burnt out, okay? You're burnt out at certain points in the month, and that's quite evident through the gateway to your soul, through the work you're producing even. But I feel as if you need to recognize that you're backed up if you so choose to use people's support, okay? Even spirit support. But I do feel like you need to implement self-care to feel less wounded. It feels like at times your emotions may weigh heavy. Your independent strive could weigh heavy as well. Try to figure out, notice when things feel lighter. Wow, as it just went silent. There was, I think, an air conditioning on outside. Allow for oneself to recognize when things feel peaceful, okay? That's key. I feel like you could be dealing with a living situation where it's hard to stay calm or just to heal, to rest. All right. It's going to remind you throughout the month. There's going to be certain reminders why certain situations and area habits need to be cut out, potentially even energies. All right. We can't be holding on to what makes us on edge, brings out an unhealthy side of us, or just makes it hard to work. Okay. So change is on the mind. And so you have a decision to make. Okay. You have a decision to make. Whatever this represents for you, this Ace of Swords, you are going to love it. People, whether you realize it or not fully or at all, love your vibe once again, your vibration. It's just contagious. It makes sense to them. It feels like when you'll be where you are meant to be when you need to be there throughout the month. Just trust that, okay? But I do feel like it's a month where you need to have an immense amount of patience and understand that everything's falling into place as it's meant to, okay? Everything in moderation, but allow for oneself to replenish your own soul, your rewards, your resources, excuse me, as I couldn't get there, to keywording, as it's going to benefit you to pour into the cup of others, your helpful nature once again. But I do feel like moderation as far as consumption, as far as what you do in your small amounts of downtime, even your spending, okay? I'm being drawn to this crown here, this crown here, this crown here. Are you getting the point? That came off a bit feisty, but I feel like at times you will too. But you mean well, okay? I feel like you're blossoming, you're changing, you're transforming into who you're meant to be. But I feel like there's some healing and some replenishment that needs to take place along the way, okay? A very angelic vibe about you at certain points, but very powerful in others, all right? The passion within you will feel quite present, useful, all right? Your cup will be overflowing, but I do feel like there's going to be a push to recognize the abundance that's flowing in at this time and that you have in general, because there is a true focus on you moving towards more comfort, happiness, stability, okay? Don't allow oneself or even other people to hold you back from the comfort and happiness you deserve, period, okay? And I feel like as I see the Ten of Pentacles, you need to recognize that you have so much financial stability in your future, okay? Keep planning, keep developing, keep creating, but in a balanced way, all right? Let's finish this up with some small money and career messages. What do we have for Aries? Beyond talented. We're going to put this up here. Bear with me. What else do we have for Aries? Making money. Okay, money making machine. Wow, that was a struggle. We're going to put this in the center up here. Being noticed. Okay, these are feeling like a bit of a struggle. Okay, you're being noticed for what you're about to change or are throughout the month, for even when you're your happiest. Hard work pays off. Absolutely. Hard work pays off, even if it's feeling a bit heavy at times. I feel like you have a big workload. The best of the best. I'm going to put this here. Career success. Actually, yeah, that was meant to be. Trust your intuition, your instincts at this time. And let's pull one or two more. Impressive work, as well as money moves, all right? So I see this as a very successful month for you, where you're viewed as the best of the best, and the need to just recognize that you're a leader at heart, naturally on a core level as an Aries, okay? So own it as you move into more and more success as the money flows in nicely, all right? So if this reading was truly helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Go have yourself an amazing month, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Aries.